Hello. I'm on Instagram and Facebook right now. So let me get my. Okay, I think I'm good. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. I didn't put my headphones in, but I was just feeling inspired to come on here and really just riff and share some things and get some feedback from you all. So if you're watching, say hi. Let me know if you can hear this okay. And yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys one thing. So, I had an amazing therapy session today, and we really talked about how this is a transformational time in our world and our planet and a really important time to go within and do healing work within ourselves. And not everybody is equipped to do this, aware enough to do this, and that's okay. But we are in an Aquarian age, which means there is a collective rise of spiritual awakening and awakening of our planet too, with Mother Nature and everything. If you can't tell, she is giving us signs with all these stay-at-home orders that have been put in place, due to COVID and all of that. So there is a tiny bit of a silver lining here that we can take responsibility within our own worlds to kind of reprogram and re-navigate where we're headed and what we're doing on our day-to-day lives. So with that, the self-healing really comes into play in our everyday lives, and taking an honest look at our habits, our routines, and giving ourselves the tools we need to regulate our nervous system and increase this energetic threshold that we have. So hi, Catherine. How's it going? Okay. And I do a lot of that in my coaching and I teach a lot of these type of tools that we can take into our everyday lives. So one thing I also just wanted to share. So, I'm so glad some mamas just jumped on. That was such perfect timing. So, hey Whitney. What I was going to share with you is something that I learned, practiced, and then was super proud of as a parent. So this can go for kids. It's really great for kids, but it's also so what I was getting at was with that, so there's some fluidity here. I was talking about, going inward and doing the tools and doing the inner work and all of that. But we have to have time to do that. And we have to be able to set boundaries with our loved ones and give ourselves the time that we need to do the work. So, I told my 3-year-old the other day that I forget what this was in regards to. Maybe it was me doing yoga or a meditation or something. I can't remember. But I told her that I needed time to fill up the cup in my heart so that I could fill up the cup in her heart. And although that's a great analogy for a 3-year-old, it can honestly work with your husband and your partner and your mom and your cousin and all your loved ones. Super simple and straight to the point. I need to fill up the cup in my heart so that I can fill up the cup in your heart. And I said it to her and I was like, okay, we'll see where this goes. And then, hi, I'm live. And the other day we were on a run and she wanted to go play at the park because they just opened. And I was super excited about that. So I'm like, yes, we can do that. But first, we're going to exercise and go on this run. And she says to me from the stroller as we're running along, she says, so you're going to fill up the cup in your heart right now, and then we'll go to the park and I'll fill up the cup in my heart. And I pretty much melted and died right there on the spot. So it just is a really great analogy, like I said, for kids, but for any of our loved ones to see that we need that time for ourselves and to be a model of this change and this expansion that is going to happen regardless. So whether you believe it or not, it's happening all around us and within you. So that was a proud parent moment that I had and wanted to share because I feel like it can spill into all areas of our lives and all people in our lives and give us the space that we need to do the healing work. It's so powerful and it's so vital to how we feel, how we show up, how we interact, how we engage, and I just felt called to share that with you all. So it's just one example and a really profound way to set boundaries and get the time you need for yourself. So with that, I was thinking I would give you one thing to kind of ponder on and take away from this video. Not only that, practice or teaching, but also I just want you to think of right now one thing that could elevate your state of well-being even more right now. So what is one thing right now that could elevate your state of well-being even more so you feel more loved, more radiant, and more cared for, if that makes sense? Some examples may be like to take a bath. Maybe you want to create a little sacred space in your home that you can go to have these practices. Maybe you want to, my client the other day said, start wearing mascara because that makes her feel really confident and powerful. Maybe it is to read a book. Maybe it is to commit to a breath practice. Maybe it is to do one meditation right now. But I encourage you to not only do this one thing today, but for the next 7 days. So like commit to it for 1 week, one thing that will help elevate your well-being and give you that nourishing time with yourself that is so important, especially in this time. So once you do that, comment with what it is if you feel like sharing. I would love to hear. I'm always looking for new ideas. For me, and this is going to last longer than 7 days because it's so easy, but it's going to help me feel more radiant and hopefully just contribute to my feminine energy that I'm really trying to expand right now. But I'm going to, I just started today, applying almond oil to the tips of my hair. So thank you, Lexi, for that recommendation. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I shared mine. Feel free to share yours. And feel free to use that analogy with your loved ones, your kids, your partners, to show how important it is and to be that example for your loved ones and for your people, that it is so important to take time for ourselves, to do the inner work, and to have time of like reflection and nourishment and self-care. Okay? It's not just about self-care. That's like, I feel like a buzzword these days, but it's deeper than that. And it starts with having time for yourself, however it is spent. All right, guys, I think that's it. Sending much love and light to you. Oh, and I have something really awesome coming out. I just recorded this new little mini guided healing session that I can't wait to share with you guys. So I'll be working on that and I'm hoping to release it by next Thursday. So we'll see. Stay tuned. Mwah. Whitney says soul care. Love that. Yes. As a life and soul coach, that's what it's all about, right? Is nourishing our spirit and our soul and our heart. Okay. Bye, guys.